to this one all week, and we are underway here in London. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On second down, a run with Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And his kick is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this to the 32. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game. They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive. Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And that is no good. And this is going to remain a one-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Black Knights are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Nifty move. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Houston's offense taking over again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. 2nd and 4. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
2nd and 9 now.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That pass complete to Moore.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Well, we get our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good.
And we get it, no time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly humped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise,
now a loose football. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back. It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Out of the gun now on third down. They'll roll him out right. He's got Smith here.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Back to throw again.
Etienne bringing in another one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Kenneth Murray coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Quick slant, caught by Moore.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They'll set up a throw. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security. And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Etienne
pushes, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.